Where do you get your morality is a common objection, a common question posed by religious people to irreligious or atheistic people or whatever. And it seems to imply that without God, without religion, there is no morality. Well, that, I suppose, based on the evidence of the last millennium, at least in the cocoon of the various civilizations on Earth, might make sense. For example, if you were to ask 500 years ago, or ask even today, a Muslim, where does your morality come from? Well, it's very simple. It comes from his faith. It comes from the Quran and the various commentaries on it. And it's very simple. Well, I won't say that it's simple, but you automatically go back to that source. You ask a Christian, he goes back to his source. You ask a Jewish person, they go back to Torah, Talmud, and the Jewish tradition, or whatever. Luckily, these traditions aren't really all that different. But what do you do when the religious traditions do disagree on certain issues? Now, I'm not going to really get into critiquing the various religions. I'll just take for instance here. A lot of Christians believe that monogamy is the way to go. Although certain groups of Christians don't believe that, or they allow for polygamy. Now, you've got disagreement within the framework of Christianity. Both of them are pointing to their scriptures to say, God said that this is okay and he encouraged me. Now what do you do? Each one is saying that this is divinely mandated on a very fundamental issue, family structure, which underpins the entirety of our civilization. Our relationship with our relatives, our blood relatives, our family. Which one, how do you resolve a moral deadlock like that? One side says that it's immoral to have more than one spouse. The other side says it is not. And both of them attempt to justify that religiously, through reference to their religious traditions. When you have a disagreement like that, even the religious-based moralities seem to be very subjective. Now, this is just one obvious case. There are thousands and thousands of similar objections. When you point to your scripture and you say, my morality is based on this, what do you do with people that disagree on religious grounds? Thank you.